Hi YouTube, welcome to the Emporium Outdoors. My name's Michael. Down here is Esme. So today we're going to do some hot tent camping, and we're also going to test out a new sleep system for Esme. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. So today's a glorious day. It's actually +3 above Celsius and the going is reasonable. We're getting close to what the tires can do on the Can Am in this terrain, and you can see on some of the footage where I'm actually slipping quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's worth switching over to my track system just yet, because I think with the warmer weather a lot of this is going to melt down, so I might not have to put my tracks on all year, which is just crazy. So unfortunately we got out quite late today because I got tied up at work. The time is about 2:30 in the afternoon, but we'll have time to set up the tent and everything. I'm very much looking forward to testing out Esme's sleep system. I haven't ever come across anything that's worked so far, where she can have her own little place to sleep, so I'm excited to try that out. And it's a glorious day. So on the way up to camp I'm going to see if there's any trees I can take down, and then we can load up a couple of rounds of wood, and that'll give us a bit of a head start for when we get there. Alright, you ready to go, Ez? So this is our little log stash area, and it is on the way to the camp, and I think I'm going to take that big one with me. It's already cut, I just need to actually pull it out. Okay, better get some gloves. So that was a bit of a curious thing. I thought that was one of my stored logs, but turns out it wasn't. What do you want, Ez? Come on. So it worked out anyway. So I'm just going to zip this up, and I think we'll store the rest of it. You ready? How are we going to do this? So hopefully you can see just behind there, stack those remaining part of the tree up against the other tree. That'll ensure that it stays dry until the next time I come and get it. This dry stuff is excellent. Come on, Ez. Come on. Okay, we're here, which is great. Quite a bit more snow on the ground than last time we camped here. I can see some snowmobilers have been through. So the wood's still here, which is excellent. I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleaning. That shouldn't take me too long. The sun is just in the right spot. What's in there? Go see. Is it a mouse? So I'm going to go ahead and set up Esme's bed so she can stay out the snow for now. That's not a good start, Esme. Let's put another knot in there. Fixed. This is the dog bed that I bought for Esme, but I think that they're so similar on Amazon. I'll put a link in there. I haven't tested it, so I can't really tell you whether it's any good or not yet. It's a little Esme cot. Come on, Es, come try it out. Come on, Es, up, up. Come on. Up, up. Good girl. Good girl. It's your bed. It's where you sleep tonight. The snow is very wet. Oh, lie down. Lie down. Go back down. Okay. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Stay. Hopefully the wind's not too bad on the audio, but it is pretty windy. It always is as the sun's starting to go down. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the tent as quickly as I can. I'll be right back with you.
So it's time to set up the stove. I don't think I'm going to put the stovepipe in just yet, just get the stove assembled and take it from there. So we're all set up in our little hot tent. I got the stove together, no problems at all. It was actually much quicker. I have thought of a system that would make the assembly of this even quicker than it is, because it is kind of fiddly with these screws, but I have a plan. Esme seems to like her new bunk, and it fits perfectly in this setup. So if you do have a dog and you're looking to have your own bed, then this might be an option for you. I also have a sleeping bag for her, but she seems to have taken it quite well. So I do have like a foam mat underneath, then I have her OneTigris dog mat thing that I always use. I'm using, got my Thermarest down pillow. I'm using my Enlightened equipment. This is my 20-degree quilt. So I think that's 20 degrees is -6, I think. I'm getting better with the conversions. It should go down to no more than -10. I do have my Helicon Tex Swagman roll with me as well, and I'll probably convert that into a bit of a cover as well to go over the top, that I can just grab if I need it. But I'm normally quite warm anyway, so shouldn't be too bad. So we did do a similar camp to this about 4 weeks ago, I think. But I thought it'd be a great setup. A, I wanted to use a small stove again, and B, I really wanted to see whether this cot would fit in this tent, because that's going to be a big. Although I like Esme kind of sleeping in the bottom of my sleeping bag, unless it's the really big one, my legs get a bit cramped. And I think she'll probably enjoy having her own space too. Our heads will be
right next to each other so I can keep an eye on her. So time is 4:15. I think I am going to kick back for a little while. Yep. Might even post a quick update to Instagram. What's that? Oh, and I've got to split wood, even though I have wood from the last trip. And just so I was saying, she liked her new bed. I leave the tent for 5 minutes, not even, and she's on my bed. Let's go get your sleeping bag. So we're all looking good in the tent. I brought the wood inside. That should be plenty. I have some just stacked by the tree there, so shouldn't be a problem. Esme's in her little bed. Anyways, as soon as I put her on sleeping bag on there, she was quite happy. You're a good girl. It's almost supper time. You hungry? Okay, let me give you a quick tour. So what we did this time with the Smokey Hut is we buried the bottom, so I was getting a bit of wind coming through. I've also got a little piece of fireproof material just to protect the tent. The way this stove pipe comes out is pretty vertical, so just a bit of fire blanket, just make sure the tent doesn't get singed at all. Then inside we've got my wood stash, my Danchel titanium stove, Esme's bed with a sleeping bag. This is going to be my cot. This is the Climate Lux insulated. Love this mat. It's one of the best mats. Actually, it is the best mat I have. And it's not the most expensive by a long way. And over here we have the TJM grill. It's warming up for our supper. And I have my sleeping bag and my Helicon Tex Swagman roll. Just have my tripod. Just keep them out of the way. And then my favourite bag of all time. It's the Helicon Tex bug out bag, which I always get wrong. I think it's some other type bag. I call it the bug out bag. But it really is one of my favourite bags. Holds all my spices, spare food, coffee, kind of plastic bags, great for carrying water, or there's a 1,000,001 uses. My Leatherman spoons, Esme's food, woodworking tools, water, cup, fold out cup. This also obviously doubles as a kettle. I have my huge knife in there, and then first aid kit, fire lighting kit. What's in the other one? Just odds and sods, wood carving. I have a slight bit of damage, which is my own fault. I crammed in too much stuff. In the back here I've got a portable stove, also a grill, and then on the other side I keep a lot of other stuff in this extra pouch. One of the things I did change is these straps come with these metal buckles which hook into these loops, which I didn't like. So I bought some of these replacement, and you probably can't see in there, but this is actually a split buckle, so you can actually feed it over the top of this. So now I can just quickly clip and unclip, and this is great. It just dangles down out of the way. Obviously it has a full harness. I just dropped my cup. Full harness to carry it as a backpack, and I think think I have my gloves clipped on. Yeah, I have my gloves clipped on here as well. These are Helicon Tex Woodsman's gloves, which are great. But yeah, it's not a backpacking bag, it's an organizer bag. So it carries a lot of stuff, but you can get to it quickly. So if you are going to build well, literally a bug out bag, this is what you would need. You carry all your essentials, enough for you to get away somewhere, but it's not big enough to carry, you know, a sleeping bag. Not really. I carry a tarp, carry a few other bits and pieces, but it's not really designed for that type of setup. The whole thing does open out, and it hangs. There's lots of these straps at the top. Hangs on the back of a vehicle chair, or in this case a tree, and I can just easily get to all my stuff. I could just pop these buckles, open these zips even further, drop my stuff, and then okay, let me just do that. So hopefully you can see these straps actually go around the other side, and the whole thing just opens up. You've got all these molly webbing pieces that you can put on whatever. You can customize it however you wish. It's changed the way that I camp, because I do feel a lot more organized. Like, this always stays packed. You can see in here I've got all my emergency food. Got pasta, can of tuna, got some soup. I think that's hot chocolate. There's some soup in there as well. It's enough to keep me going for a day or so. Some coffee. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things. Smells wonderful. Yes, I forgot my plate. A little bit of salt. Okay, and that's for Esme. I'm going to put in the snow a little bit. So she gets a little bone. You want to come see? Get it. Go get it. Come on, Liz. Come. Good girl. Perfect. Can't beat wood fire cooked steak. it out. I don't think it's going to be cold tonight. It's going to be -10 at the worst. But there's little stoves doing a great job. I'm going to tuck Esme between those two covers on the sleeping bag. But I doubt she actually needs it with the coat she's got. She's been out in -30, kind of rolling around on the deck a few weeks ago. So I think she's immune to the cold to some degree with that large coat. So anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Have a good night. So good morning. It was a comfortable night. Windy this morning, and we've just had our breakfasts, or Esme has. I'm waiting for my coffee to boil, and then it's time to get packed up. But it was nice with Esme on a new cot. What do you think, Esme? I think she liked it. So a bit of a shorter video than normal. We got to test out the Esme bed, which was a complete success. Even though it's an extra item to our camping gear, I think we're going to go forward with that particular solution. I think she had a much better night's sleep, and I certainly did. Even though I lost my foot warmer, we both got to stretch out in our own space, so that's great. So I think for now, take care, and I'll see you next time. Come on, Es. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.